Today's video conference is brought to you in partnership by Clean Power Alliance and the Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce, South Bay, Los Angeles area. Today's video conference is brought to you in partnership by Clean Power Alliance and the Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce, South Bay, Los Angeles area.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce, South Bay, Los Angeles area's live stream. I'd like to wish everyone a very happy 4th of July, or kickoff to the 4th of July. Before we get started, I would like to introduce Janice Jimenez, our president.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our live broadcast brought to you by the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce of South Bay, Los Angeles area. I hope everybody's having a great 4th of July weekend, at least to start it off. But please stay safe and stay, indoors. We have a new mandate right now to not be outside, wear the mask all the time because of the new surge of the infections. And it's just so timely that we have Allison here today because they do have a lot of things to say about a COVID program from a CPA. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a little bit about CPA. CPA right now is the grant giver for the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce, and we thank you for your support. And we are so proud to have you as our sponsor from now and throughout the year. So everything we do is going to gear towards participation and partnership with CPA, and hopefully by this we reach out to you, our business owners, and our network to better be benefited mutually from this partnership that we have with CPA. And thanks, Fred, for joining in. We have a few more of our board members standing by to join us in the broadcast. But right now, let me give the floor to Miss Allison Mannos. She is the Senior Manager of Marketing and Customer Engagement for CPA. Allison, tell us who you are and what you do for CPA.
Yeah, thank you, Denise. Welcome to everyone on the broadcast. As Denise mentioned, I'm Allison Mannos, and I've been at Clean Power Alliance as the Senior Manager of Marketing and Customer Engagement the past almost 2 years. So Clean Power Alliance, as many of you may know, serves the Carson community. We're the electrical provider, and we have a focus on renewable energy and making sure that we advance reducing climate change impacts as fast as possible. And so that was why Carson and 31 other communities voted to form our agency. And as far as what brought me here and what I do, so as my title refers to, I do marketing and a lot of community outreach in my role. I developed and managed the community-based organization outreach grant program, of which the Filipino Chamber is one of our grantees. And we reach disadvantaged and low-income communities and customers and make sure that they're aware of our service programs and that we're building deep relationships in the community. Some of my other work includes marketing, public relations with the media, and also just creating materials and doing presentations to community groups and customers. And what brought me here was that my background is in sustainability and community organizing, and so I worked in the nonprofit sector for a decade before coming to CPA, focused in communities of color, and I was working on renewable energy policy at LEDWP as an advocate, and I met our executive director, Ted Bardicke, and saw this as a really interesting opportunity to try to create an innovative new government agency and bring, an equitable lens to the work. And so, yeah, I've been at Clean Power Alliance almost the past 2 years as a result.
Janice, I think you Mic is muted.
Yes, yes, it is. Thank you so much. This is something we got to work on, trying to make sure we're not muted when we're on the broadcast. But thank you so much for catching that. Anyway, I was saying that it is so important for us to share the message of what CPA does in conjunction with all the other energy and utilities that we have currently, or we are currently using. Allison, we'd like to know how, and we see CPA in our utility bill. So do we do anything about it? Do we have to enroll in some way, or how do we get involved, or how do we attain the benefits of CPA? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, great question. I'm sure a lot of viewers here are probably wondering the same. So you don't have to do anything to be our customer. In fact, your city council voted to join our agency, and you were automatically enrolled if you're a residential customer last February in 2019. And if you're a small business customer, you would have been enrolled in May 2019. And you had an opportunity then, and you still do, to return to Southern California Edison if you should choose. But you would have been automatically enrolled, and you're not paying any additional rate higher than you would have paid under Southern California Edison, because Carson chose the 50% renewable clean power tier as the default rate for the whole community. You can always opt up to 100% green power and pay a little more if you're a sustainability champion. Or if you want to save a little, you can opt down to 36% lean power, and you can do that by calling our call center or do it online as well at any time. And you are automatically getting, cleaner power, because we have been signing a lot of contracts with energy developers for everything from solar and battery storage to wind farms. And so Carson residents and businesses are already benefiting from that.
Fred, would you like to ask some questions that are commonly asked by our business owners?
Yes. Thank you so much, Allison, for being in this call. And obviously, thank you to Clean Power Alliance for not only what you do for our community, our environment, but definitely for your partnering with Philippine American Chamber of Commerce, the South Bay, Los Angeles area. Now, you in particular, you mentioned that Carson is part of your coverage. Our Chamber of Commerce is, as the name implies, the South Bay, Los Angeles area. So that's actually inclusive of pretty much the 10 freeway south and the 605 freeway west. I know Clean Power Alliance covers Los Angeles and Ventura counties. That means there's more of our community that you cover, right?
Yes. We serve 32 communities in total across both counties. In the South Bay region, in addition to Carson, we serve unincorporated Los Angeles County, Hawthorne, Paramount, and also we have some of the cities like Manhattan Beach and Redondo Beach further west. But the reason we don't necessarily serve every single continuous community is because each city council or board of supervisors had to vote to join us or not. And so the communities that chose to vote and join us are the ones that we serve.
So I guess.
And when the city council, sorry, Janice, when the city council votes for it, the residents and the small business owners don't necessarily do anything else to become a client of yours.
That's correct. They get automatically enrolled per state law. We're what is called a community choice aggregation utility, CCA. And the law that was passed in 2002 at the state legislature around CCA creation called for automatic enrollment once a city or a municipality joins a CCA. And so there's nothing that you had to do last year. You just were automatically enrolled unless you chose to go back to Southern California Edison.
So I have Southern California Edison bill, and I'm automatically, you said enrolled. How do we get more towards the CPA? I think there's a program that you guys do for that, right?
So just to clarify, so if you are a CPA customer, if you just remained with us when you were automatically enrolled, you will get your bill from Southern California Edison. So the way that the charges are split is you used to pay Southern California Edison for everything.
Yeah.
Now you pay them for delivering the energy, and you pay us for generation and buying the energy. And so you'll see one bill with their logo at the top, and at the very bottom of the bill, you'll see on your generation charges, Clean Power Alliance. And so you'll see where you're paying us for generation. And so that's in terms of the billing. And then as far as other resources that we can help with our customers that are, remained with Clean Power Alliance, we have our customers can benefit from financial assistance programs like the CARE, FARA, and Medical Baseline programs. And so if you or anyone you know in your community are a residential customer who needs some assistance, especially during this economic downturn, we highly encourage you to get enrolled in the program. It's a quick process that Southern California Edison administers for our customers because it's a state program. And so that can be found, information can be found on our website, as well as calling Edison as well. And then we also, as Janice was inferring, we're offering COVID-19 electric bill relief right now to our small business and residential customers who are struggling to get by. And so what that entails is that we give for residential customers who sign up for the CARE, FARA, Medical Baseline Assistance programs, or who already are on them and sign up for payment plans to make their payments more manageable, we'll give you a $25 bill credit, and you would call Edison to get enrolled in the program or to set up the bill payment plan. And if you're a small business owner that needs relief, if you set up a payment plan, you'll get a $50 bill credit from us. It's first come, first serve, so we highly encourage folks to take advantage of this at ASAP. And we have more information on our website, cleanpoweralliance.org/COVID-19. And we're happy to share more resources on that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of questions regarding this, what you just said. Can I pose a question from one of our board of directors? First one is he says, so if we didn't do anything, we are not saving anything too unless we sign up for FARA and CARE. Is that correct?
So depending on which customer you are, so small business owners can't sign up for CARE and FARA, only residential customers. But if you were residential in this situation and you did not sign up for that, you're paying, yes, the 50% clean power rate default is the same as what you would pay under Edison. If you wanted to save more and you didn't qualify for those programs, you could opt your rate down to 36% lean power, like I said, by calling our call center or going online. And that would be a 1 to 2% bill savings. So that would be your option if you didn't qualify for the financial assistance programs, or you could set up a bill payment plan to make it more manageable, and then you would get the bill credit if you were already enrolled in the program. Yeah.
For the financial assistance program, is that income related or income based? Yes.
So CARE and FARA are income based, and we have those requirements listed on our website so that you know your eligibility. They've simplified the process during COVID to be streamlined online and easier. And then Medical Baseline is a program that's intended for those that need electrically powered medical equipment, such as oxygen and breathing machines. And so that would be based on having that particular equipment or need.
So for people who have BiPAP or CPAP machines for them to help breathe at night, that would be a qualification, correct?
Yeah, and I know that the full details of the different conditions are listed on the application. And so, that would be something I'm happy to send along for those that may be eligible.
Wonderful. One more question from the viewer and a board member of ours. What were the main reasons if the Council of Virus Cities declined partnership with you? I mean, what were the main reasons?
That's a good question. It's different. There were a number of communities that looked into it, explored it, were curious. Some have told us that they wanted to see what happened when we were established before they joined, because it was a new venture of government agencies coming together. Some people maybe wanted to emphasize savings more. I think it was just a range of different reasons, and depending on what the size and the state of each municipal government was when they were deciding whether to make this commitment. So yeah, we've heard a couple of different points of feedback that like those.
Oh, okay. So that's just, because we think that this is very, very important for the environment as well as the residents as well. We don't see any reason why any city would decline it. I think that was one of
Yeah.
the reasons
Yeah.
behind that question.
And a number of cities were interested in seeing how it functioned after being established. And so it may be that in the future they conduct feasibility studies and join us, and we're receptive if it makes sense for both of us to partner. So it may be that future cities may join once they see the success and they see the offerings that CPA can offer their constituents, and we're open to that dialogue.
Kat, did you had a question?
Yes, going back to the COVID-19 relief program, is that also finance-based, like is that income-based? And my second question is, if you're already part of the CARE and FARA, I don't know if you've already answered this, can you also apply for the COVID-19 relief program?
I think I understood your last question. It was a little distorted by, I think, your microphone. But as far as the first question, yeah, small business owners do not have to be enrolled in any financial assistance programs because there aren't any specifically for that customer base. But if you are struggling because you've had to, reduce your hours or not operate fully, you can call us you can call Edison and set up a bill payment plan, and then you would get the $50 bill credit through us. For residential customers, you would either need to sign up for the CARE FAIR medical baseline program as a new enrollee, or you would have already been that customer and set up a bill payment plan to make your payments easier to qualify for the $25 bill credit. Yeah.
That's great. And now, where we have mainly business owners for our members, especially me, I just moved to a new building right now. Is there something I can do to get my landlord or the building owner to get involved or more participative of the program?
In terms of the COVID relief, or just
just in general?
Yeah, they don't have to do anything. It depends on whether they're paying the electric bill or you are as a tenant. But if they're the ones paying the bill, then they would already be enrolled unless they chose to opt back to Edison. If you're the one paying the bill, it's the same. And I think what I would recommend to small businesses talking to their landlords about how to engage with us is we have this program, the CPA Power Response Program, where we're giving financial incentives to people to power down or adjust their smart technologies. And that includes small business owners. And so we want to make sure that people know about this program, which helps us reduce energy demand when it's really hot and when there's like a lot of folks using like AC, for example, but also gives a financial incentive to the customers. And so I think that's a good program to maybe talk to with your landlord if you are a tenant and small business owner.
So we just direct the business owner to speak directly to the customer service of CPA, right?
Yeah, if they're paying the bill and they want to enroll that particular site, they can follow the enrollment process through either calling. Our Olivine is our partner that's helping administer this program. They can call the number there, or they can do it through the app, the Olivine Community app. There are a number of ways that they could enroll in that program if they're the ones paying the bill and have the smart technologies that are eligible.
That's great. So what are these smart technologies?
Yeah, a good question. So we're focused on 3 areas, although the one that will be most pertinent to most small business owners will be the smart the smart thermostat. So you might be familiar with seeing like these kind of, technologically savvy smart thermostats that are gaining popularity in homes and small businesses, and that allow you to use an app on your phone to adjust your thermostat. And it's really the future. The more that we're able to control our energy usage at key times through, just the swipe of an app or, through some pre-programming, the more we can all be efficient with our usage, save money, help utilities, also balance energy demand. So it's a win-win for everybody. And so in our program, if you have a smart thermostat, you can enroll in the program. Like I said, we have a really user-friendly app and 888 number to enroll. And then when you're enrolled in the program, you get a participation incentive just for enrolling. And then you also will get alerts that tell you on, certain days that are peak heat days, as we call them. Hey, we're going to let you know, like a day in advance, you should adjust your thermostat by this temperature for this hour that we're going to call this event, as we call it. And so you'll get the opportunity to accept or decline the event. And if you accept it and you successfully adjust, and we'll be able to see your energy use on the back end, then you get a participation incentive, which are gift cards that you would get each quarter, depending on how many events you successfully complete. And it's a pilot program that we've just started. We just launched it this spring. And so we're really excited because now that summer's here, it's really the right time to enroll and take advantage of these really hot days that are about to hit us. We've just been having an unusual June gloom, I think, but it's only a matter of time before it gets really hot. And so we highly encourage people to enroll in this today. And if you're a small business owner and you don't yet have a smart thermostat, you can actually get one and get it covered by a rebate through the SoCal Gas Marketplace. Even though you're a CPA customer, you can buy one of the lower cost models, get a rebate, install it, and then enroll in our program and get those gift cards. And the gift cards are great because they don't expire, and they can be used for groceries, they can be used for gas, a number of very, very practical things that I'm sure most of us, we're consciously thinking about our budgets these days. And so, yeah, it's just a really great program. It's going to teach us a lot about how we can serve our communities better, and also just get people thinking about when they're using energy and how to use that. So.
I mean, like you said, it's a perfect time to be putting these thoughts in everybody's heads because summertime is coming. And I think today is a very hot day, same as yesterday. So I'm pretty sure people are starting to crank up their ACs. And, we don't want to be in a position wherein, we'll have blackouts or, I came from the Philippines and that was kind of like a life. We have brownouts. So we call it brownouts. Like intermittently during the day, we won't have power. But the problem is here, especially, we got a lot of people that are dependent on medical equipment or our work now is totally dependent on internet and we are home based because of the COVID. So I think we all, again, as we are all trying to get through the crisis of the pandemic, we also have to go through this, the conservation of power so that in the future, we're not going to experience even more difficulty trying to, get all of that resources. So, again, just having no internet is going to be a big issue. Just today, as soon as we're open, right, I got off online because my, I don't know what it is, internet or the power, went offline. But I was, immediately I try to get back on, So, but it was those interruptions, even the tiniest, seconds or minutes can cause a big impact on us. What if it happens to the hospitals, or all these intensive care type of an environment we're in? These things are very critical, right? So again, this is something that's very important, not only for the residential, and commercial or businesses, but again, it's our life essentially. So we all need to be a part of this, and as a chamber, this is why we're doing this, is we are imploring everybody to be more aware of what they can do for the environment. I mean, everybody's into recycling. That's great. Now we need to be, aware of how to conserve power and energy for future use. So,
yeah, and to add to that, you brought up a very good point about like hospitals and important facilities and equipment we all depend on. And the other aspect of this program that's linked to some of our longer term planning efforts is that, in the renewable energy world, there is a technology called battery storage. And that basically allows you to store like solar or wind power long after the sun has gone down or the wind's not blowing. And it allows you to use that at night when we still need renewable energy. That's something CPA is really ramping up, trying to buy more battery storage for our general customer base. But our CPA Power Response program will also give incentives to mostly to commercial customers to purchase battery storage units. And so if you're a small business owner that owns your building, we'd be happy to chat after with you and talk through that and how you can benefit. And we're also looking at, for each community that we serve, we're doing a lot of research right now and talking to each municipality about what we call critical facilities, like hospitals, fire department, and fire stations, excuse me. And what are those critical facilities in their community that we should be investing in a battery storage unit connected to, so that we are able to help provide backup energy should there be any sorts of, public safety power shutoffs or blackout issues, to make sure that these facilities have clean energy that can just fire up quickly as a backup source.
That's great. That's actually awesome. It's actually something that gives us comfort knowing that these things are in place.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we thank the CPA. We just recently heard about CPA. I'm not sure how long CPA has been around, but since you've been a part of the chamber last year, this is the only really real time that we took notice of these available resources that we have. And again, it's just timely that we have a partnership with the chamber too, so we can help spread the word. And this is one of the things that we're doing now. Fred, any questions?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we do. We really appreciate partnering with the chamber because we have almost 1 million customers, and we know we need to ramp up our getting the word out and our outreach. And having partners like you that have deep roots in the community allows us to help educate customers so that they are aware of CPA, because there is a lot of ground to cover, and because our agency is relatively young. It's only about 2 years old in terms of how long we've been around. So we're very excited to have this kind of opportunity to just to connect with our customers and let people know about what we can offer them.
Hey, Kat, I think this is a good time for you to show some of our PSAs that we prepared for CPA. Let's do that.
Sa gitna ng nakakabagabag na panahon na ito, ay maraming paraan upang makapagtipid at makakuha ng kinakailangang tulong ukol sa inyong bayarin sa tulong ng CPA o Clean Power Alliance. Ang CPA ay lumikha ng $1 milyong COVID-19 relief program na nagdudulot ng pondong magagamit sa susunod na koleksyon ng nagseserbisyo ng enerhiya para sa mga naapektuhan ng pandemic. Bilang karagdagan, ang Clean Power Alliance ay naghahandog ng 3 uri ng pinansyal na tulong para sa nauukol na tagatangkilik sa pamamagitan ng programang CARE at kilala din sa California Alternate Rates for Energy, ay maaari ninyong pababain ang inyong bayarin sa enerhiya ng halos 30%. Ang inyong bayarin ay maaari ding mabawasan ng halos 18% sa tulong ng FERA, na kilala din sa pangalang Family Electric Rate Assistance Program. At ang programang Medical Baseline naman ay nagdudulot ng karagdagang enerhiya na hindi makakaapekto sa inyong karaniwang bayarin na kinakailangan para sa mga gamitang pang-medisina. Upang malaman kung kayo ay karapat-dapat sa tulong na ito, bisitahin ang cleanpoweralliance.org.
Okay, that's awesome. That was prepared by our team. I would like to say hello to the viewers, especially our conjun, Adele Cruz is watching right now. Thank you so much for your support and always being a part of the activities of the chamber. We really, really appreciate you and everybody who's on the call right now. I have a business owner. She is local here in Torrance. And she was asking because she's receiving 2 Edison bills on her 1 unit, and then it's also being charged so much. Especially, she said she was off for the last couple of months due to COVID closure, but then the bill went up. So she says, what can I do? And I said, what, help on the call for our CPA, and maybe we can point you to the right direction, especially if Allison can probably help us with that. What do you think, Allison?
So my first question to that business owner is are you a resident or a small business owner in the city of Torrance?
She's a business owner, and it's on the unincorporated part of
okay, so your business is located in unincorporated LA County?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure you are a customer first, because if it was Torrance, we wouldn't be. But if if you're paying a bill that's located for a business in unincorporated LA County, then you would be our customer. And so I, without seeing the details of the bill, I'm just going to try to give some general guidance. And I would recommend speaking with our call center, which is the number listed on the PSA, to talk through your bill more in depth. But, there was an issue where Edison had, there was a couple of bill cycles that weren't reflected on a certain amount of customers, including some of our customers, that people were being charged for later. So they had missed a couple of bills, and it was just like a technological glitch. That may be what happened. I don't want to say for sure without looking at the bill, but if that were the case, it might be that you're seeing all those bill cycles on one bill. And you're seeing the month prior, but there was an issue with Edison. I'm sorry. Whoever was speaking cut out.
No, go ahead. I think it was just noise.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it could be that. And you're also seeing, like when your meter is red, you're getting the bill from the month prior, and so you might be seeing also usage pre-COVID with some of the bills, and so you're not seeing necessarily in real time your bill for the month prior. And so I would recommend calling our call center. And if for some reason it has to do with your actual usage going up, then you can also sign up for a bill payment plan through Edison to make it more manageable. And then you would get the $50 credit from us as well. That might be another solution if it's based on your actual energy usage. Because sometimes people don't realize that when they're cranking their AC more in summer, that it does significantly increase your bill. And so if that is the case, then I would recommend that.
Okay. I will have her contact the customer service line directly and discuss that. Any more questions on Kat's end or Fred's end?
I actually have a question. So, 2 years ago, CPA came about, I'm sure partly due to the fact that, as was mentioned earlier, summertime coming, the heat, but on a more global scale is global warming, right? Now, I'm looking on your website, and I'm seeing here that the renewable energy sources that you have available, there's biomass and biowaste, geothermal, small hydroelectric, solar, electric, and wind. It looks like wind and solar are the top. Can you kind of talk about that, and as far as obviously the value that it provides as opposed to the non-renewables?
Yes. So right now, what you're seeing on our power sources page on our website is a reflection. So every year we have to disclose and send mailers to all our customers about the mix of our power sources. And so that is reflecting the year prior. Right now, so in the past year, we've signed what we call power purchase agreements and energy storage agreements. And that is the energy industry term for contracts with energy developers for these renewable energy projects. And so we've signed like several projects for new storage, solar, wind, etc., that will be coming online over the next year to 2 years. So some of what we've signed is going to be built. It's brand new steel in the ground, which is really exciting, creating jobs, but it doesn't necessarily exist today. And so that's a snapshot of where we were last year. And why these sources are beneficial. It's important to have a diversified portfolio because, and a lot of people have asked about this when we do presentations, obviously we're not going to rely on one source like solar because we won't have the sun shining at night. And so having hydroelectric, which is using the power of water that's channeled through dams, that is a great resource that runs 24/7. Geothermal is when using the natural heat of the earth in certain areas, like in the basically up in the Mojave area, it heats steam and creates electricity. Having battery storage that collects the renewable energy at night to then quickly deploy it when it's most needed. All of these sources come together in this beautiful sort of orchestrated way that our procurement team works on to make sure that we have reliable energy that's clean, like all day long for our customers. And, over time, we will be able to have more and more clean energy. We don't have it 100% unless you're at the 100% green power tier. But what we're doing is moving very aggressively to meet state goals and sign more and more contracts, get more projects on the ground so that we have a cleaner and cleaner mix each year. And we will be showing the progress on that Power Sources website page. Yeah. Oh, I think you're muted, Janice.
There I go again. So anyways, I wanted to introduce one more board member who wants to be on the broadcast with us. She is the Carson's Best Dentist. She's also our treasurer in the FACCS LAA. Welcome, Dr. Aloning.
Good afternoon, everyone. So good to be here. Hello, Allison.
Hi.
And board of directors.
She's a business owner and she has a space here in the city of Carson. So she's in your service area. Dr. Raquel, do you have any questions for Allison?
I'm actually interested of changing to going to the smart
thermostat.
Thermostat, yes. And how would I go about that route?
Yeah, that's a great question. So just to recap, because I know there was a lot of information we shared today. So if you don't yet have a smart thermostat, whether you're a small business customer or residential, and you want to, and you need the extra help obtaining one, you are eligible as our customer to apply through SoCalGas. They have an online marketplace where they list the eligible models that you can get a rebate for. It's very easy to install because if you have a thermostat in your home, you just disconnect the wiring from your existing model, and it's very quick to set it up and plug in the new thermostat once you've received it by mail. And then once you have that set up and you've got your settings in place, you can then enroll in our CPA Power Response program, which again you can do either on our website, through the app that we provide, Olivine Community, or by calling the 888 number that we also have available if you need more assistance being walked through the enrollment process. But yeah, it's a really easy process, and we highly encourage anyone who doesn't already have a smart thermostat, please consider getting one, because it helps you save money, because it helps guide you when to, like how you can control your energy usage, and it makes you stay more conscious of your usage than you would be if you didn't have one. So it's a good investment, and it's not terribly expensive, especially if you get one of the lower cost models.
Great. Can you tell us the website again to find it, or to get a low cost model?
Yeah, the SoCalGas Marketplace, and I can definitely provide the link in the chat. And if that's where you're starting from, and I also recommend people go to our website, cleanpoweralliance.org/ if you're a small business owner, COM Power Response, and that will give you a little more information on the program, and it also link you to that market.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. I think it's also beneficial for not only the business owners, but the owners or the landlords that are managing buildings. Because sometimes people forget to turn off. It happened to me several times when I was still in my old building, and I would go on for the weekend or sometimes a week at a time, and we forget that we have the thermostat on crank. So a month later we get a huge bill. So that would have been really, really beneficial for us if we knew that then. But again, you guys are now here. You weren't there before, so now we have more guidance and more. Again, the more money we save, the better for everybody, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that's something that we like. Let's talk about the app. Hey, I have the app. There you go. You guys have it too? Want to show them your app? So Olivine Community is the app everyone needs to have. It's available in the Apple Store or App Store, and also for the Google Marketplace for
Google Play.
For the Android users. And so you guys can log in here. It's free. It's a free app. It's a free It doesn't charge any membership at all. It just gives us a lot of information on how to get into the program or how we can save and all of these things that Clean Power Alliance has to offer for us. Um, did we miss anything about the COVID relief program at all, Allison?
No, we still have funds available. And actually, we've been wanting to do deeper engagement with our small business customers because we feel that it's a very hard hit community that doesn't necessarily know about the resources because, there's a lot more emphasis in the policy world on maybe residential customers. But we want to make sure our small business owners really take advantage of this because we're seeing that not as many are taking advantage as we were hoping. And so we want to, encourage everyone here to please share it with your networks and please get that relief if you need it, because there's still plenty of funds available, and we really want to make sure that hard hit small business owners benefit.
Well, thank you for that information. Anything else from Kat, Doc, or Fred?
Just a comment from me. Before joining us from the Chamber of Commerce, I actually didn't. I had no idea about CPA. One time I was looking at my bill from Edison, and I had two separate bills, and I had called them about it. So explained to me the distribution of the power that I'm paying, and then I met you, so that so now I understood what the bill was. So in my business, I have three thermostat. So I'm paying, a lot of, I'm paying higher than what I needed. So this relief is definitely going to help the business.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good education out there that's not limited to just our program about managing your air conditioning in general. It's like running it continuously is what costs the most. Like a quick tip that even if you didn't have a smart thermostat, you can do is if you cycle it and you don't run it just nonstop and you run it only right before you're about to go into your business, you're going to save more money by using it more thoughtfully, even if you didn't have a smart thermostat. But if you have that plus that, you're definitely going to be using your AC a lot more efficient.
So as a business owner, we are more conscientious about how we use our power. So as soon as I get in the office, the air conditioning is already up, and I said it's not even hot yet. I said, so, and it gets cold. I tell my team members to, we can put it in automatic, and when it's already, that's when we turn it on. So to save some money for the power.
Yeah, and the temperature that you set it at also, can help as well. If you don't have to set it at the coldest temperature unless you absolutely need it at that moment, and that also helps you manage your bill a lot more better.
For the smart thermostats, Allison, I don't know if this you would be able to answer this, but if we're renters, like we're renting an apartment, can we install it ourselves, or is that something we would have to ask the landlord?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I think you might just want to check with your landlord, but this is a program that we foresaw renters being able to participate in because you're not modifying. The only thing you're doing is just changing the thermostat out. The wiring is already has to be there because you need a thermostat in your home. And so, I would check with your landlord just to triple check, but you're not doing any construction. You're just unplugging the existing one and plugging in the new one from what I've viewed on like installation how-tos.
And then I have,
I'm sorry, is internet connection necessary for that, right?
Yes, for the smart thermostats, it does require a little bit of tech savvy by having the internet and, being able to use the app to control it. However, you can also, if you set that up and if you're not necessarily comfortable with, always going on a smartphone if you don't have one, we tried to make sure that our program was designed so that those that are less tech savvy could still benefit and participate in the program. And so we have an option where once your smart thermostat is set up and you're enrolled in our program, you can choose to get text alerts about when to adjust. And so you do need to have the ability for it to be Wi-Fi connected, but if you participate in our program and you don't want to like constantly log into an app where you don't feel comfortable, you have that option as well.
Oh, that's nice.
I like the fact that you also have incentives, the gift card incentives, just for, simple tips. I think, hey, turn it down a little bit. I mean, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
To get gift cards.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually follow all the steps and you're eligible, you get enrolled, you can get like a couple $100 in gift card incentives over the course of the year. So it's definitely a meaningful economic benefit on top of saving on your bill during the times that you're participating too.
It's definitely a win-win.
Yeah.
What if you're already on like a low power program, like a low income power program? Is that going to be any problem?
What program?
Let's say for the low income, for the SE, the SoCal Gas Edison, there's the low income programs for them. So they actually have less or discounted rates already. Would that still be impactful? We have a little lag there. So
I'm sorry. It was a little broken up, and I'm not sure if it's my internet connection. But you were talking about SoCal Gas offering a certain program.
Edison.
Oh, Edison. Which program though?
For the low income communities or the low income families.
Mm-hmm.
So if if we have that,
I mean that's on your income and not on your usage. So per se, so it shouldn't. I mean, being enrolled in our in the Care Fair programs, you'll actually get a slightly higher incentive if you enroll in our CPA Power Response program, because we're trying to ensure that we have equity baked into our program, and to help people who normally wouldn't have the means to participate in these programs actually feel a meaningful incentive. So if you're in the Care Fair programs, you'll get a slightly higher incentive, and you're definitely eligible to participate.
So that's great. So it does not interfere with other programs that you have.
No, you still receive your discount.
Okay, that's great. Hey, Kat, can we show the English version of the PSA that the Chamber had prepared?
Yes, here's the general one.
Ang Clean Power Alliance ay lokal na nagkakaloob ng elektrisidad para sa mga residente at negosyante ng ating komunidad. Naghahatid at nagkakaloob ng malinis at nababagong enerhiya sa makatwirang halaga. Bumibili ang CPA ng malinis na enerhiya at hinahatid ito sa Southern California Edison, kung saan maaaring makapili ng iba't ibang halaga ng enerhiya. SCE pa din na nagkakaloob ng enerhiya, naniningil at sumasagot sa anumang katanungan. Una sa lahat, ang inyong lungsod ang nagdesisyon kung saan manggagaling ang enerhiya. Ngunit ngayon, maaari na kayong makapili alinsunod sa kung ano ang nababagay sa inyong pangangailangan. Nasa inyo na ang desisyon. Clean Power ay nagdudulot ng 36% na nababagong enerhiya sa pinakamababang halaga. Ang Clean Power ay nagdudulot ng 50% na nababagong enerhiya at 1% na Green Power na naghahandog ng 100% nababagong enerhiya. Para sa karagdagang kaalaman, bisitahin ang cleanpoweralliance.org.
You will show
I like to take off a general one. I'm going to need a quick minute to find the English one. I'll be right back.
We'll use that quick minute to ask Allison about the program enrollment, or how do we enroll in the program besides the app, or we just do a phone call, or what do we do?
Hello?
Okay, Allison,
Okay.
Are we still there? I can see you, we can see you, we can hear you, but you're kind of not moving. So I was just asking regarding the program enrollment. How do the community get enrolled to the program? I know that we can use the app. There's the Olive Vine Community app. and would like everybody to take part of it if they can. It's free and it will just give you a lot more opportunities to save money on your power and electric bill. They have this clean the fair program and the COVID relief programs that you guys can probably take advantage of, and hoping that you guys can take advantage of that. Allison, are you back with us?
Yes, I'm sorry. I think it may be my internet connection, but go ahead and repeat it if I missed anything.
No, I was just giving a little bit more information, but I was talking about the app and how they can get. Oh, I don't know how to. Yeah, get involved.
Oh,
with,
there you go.
Yes, how they can get involved and how to get enrolled in the program. So besides calling the service, the customer service number, they can just download the app. Correct? I think Allison's internet connection is a little bit weak. So, Hakat, can we show that, please?
Number, and I can.
Clean Power Alliance is a locally operated
So,
electricity
okay,
provider.
I'm just
serving
going to turn off my
residents and
camera
businesses,
briefly so
offering
that it
clean,
stabilizes. But
renewable
I
energy
was
at
saying that
competitive rates.
the number for
CPA
enrolling in our
purchases
CPA
clean
Power
power
Response
and
program
delivers it to
is
Southern
different
California
than our
Edison,
customer.
where you have the ability to choose between different energy rates. SCE still provides your energy, sends your bill, and any questions or concerns still go through SCE. Initially, your city decides which power option you get, but you can now select which system is best for you and your family. Lean Power provides 36% renewable energy content at the lowest possible cost. Clean Power provides 50% renewable energy content, and 100% Green Power provides 100% renewable energy content. For more information, you can head to cleanpoweralliance.org.
All right. Did we lose Allison, guys? I think we lost her. Her connection is was really really weak. So in the meantime, why don't we share to everybody our schedules for the next events that we're having?
I think Fred is also.
Yes, we are on mute, Fred. All right. Okay. So why don't we share our next broadcast, which is next Saturday? No, next Thursday, right, Kat? Go ahead. Can't hear you.
Sorry about that bad habit. Next Thursday at 4 p.m., we will have Mohammed Bassis from Carson Luzon, and he's going to talk about all of the things that they're doing for the community in the South Bay area and also what they've been up to. And we also have an event coming up on Sunday, July 11th, which is a Faram Chamber of Commerce South Bay Los Angeles area mixer that Fred is going to give us more information about.
Yes. Actually, it's the 12th, right? Sunday the 12th.
Sorry about that.
But yes, so because of the pandemic, we haven't had a chance to really get together as a community to be able to network and talk about our businesses and what we're involved with. But this gives us another avenue. We're going to use technology, to our advantage. So that way, we're going to have a Zoom networking mixer. And again, this is going to be on Sunday, July 12th. So we do look forward to having not just our members, but those that are also looking to plug in to the Chamber of Commerce in order to have access to the types of networks that we have, which again includes high caliber, high quality companies like Clean Power Alliance. Welcome back, Allison.
Hi, sorry. I need to adjust my location so that the internet connection is stronger.
Are we, Fred? Any more announcements?
I think
So we have for this month so far.
Okay. All right. So you guys, please take note of those next events that we have, mostly virtually, because that's all we can do for the moment. And please know that of all of those activities and events that we're having, Clean Power Alliance is now right behind us, and we're here to make sure that everybody can take advantage of the benefits that CPA has to offer. Allison, anything that we missed? Any other announcements or any other good points that you can share to our viewers today?
I think we went over, we covered a lot of ground. Again, I want to offer myself as a resource, and I know the Chamber is also doing engagement with people attending today's webinar. We're really thankful to have this time with everybody, and yeah, just please take advantage and promote the COVID relief and the CPA Power Response programs. And yeah, we wish people a safe and healthy 4th of July weekend.
Yes, thank you so much. And we do have more things in store from the FACC SLA Chamber. As you all know, we are the pioneers of a lot of things. And so we have more wonderful news to share with you as soon as we get it finalized. But just a quick note, we are going to be on a TV channel. So we will be the first and only chamber for right now that offers our own, that has our own TV show on what channel, Miss Cat?
Channel 18. TV.
We are so excited to bring that out. But again, we don't want to spill all the beans, right? But watch out for that. It's going to be something big, and Clean Power Alliance will be of course, going to be our main sponsor for that. So again, thank you all for watching. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, Allison, for coming in here today to share valuable information regarding CPA. And please join us again next Thursday. And that's going to be, for sure, what time, Kat?
4 p.m.
4 p.m. Yes. We will be talking to Mohammed Bassif of Carson Nissan and their offerings from their fleet of cars. And as you all know, they are also one of our sponsors for our supposedly Casino Royale. But because of COVID, we could not get that event rolled out this year. But Mohammed will share to us what the Carson Nissan has been doing to the community and for our members as well, because we are now a part of their fleet community. So we offer fleet pricing, and I'm hoping everybody can watch and be on board with us on Thursday. So, and also July 12th, which is a Sunday, right, Fred?
Yes. So it's going to be, obviously it's a holiday weekend, but we're going to be productive. The beauty of these Zoom mixers is you don't need to go anywhere for it physically. So traffic will not be an excuse.
Exactly, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we are right on time, right on target. Kat, can you please play the other version of our CPA ad?
Yes.
During this challenging time, there are ways you can save money or find assistance when it comes to your energy bill through Clean Power Alliance. CPA has created a $1 million COVID-19 relief program that provides bill credits to customers impacted by the pandemic. In addition, Clean Power Alliance offers 3 different financial assistance programs for eligible customers. With the CARE program, also known as the California Alternate Rates for Energy, you can reduce your bill by about 30%. Your energy bill can be reduced by about 18% through the FARA program, also known as the Family Electric Rate Assistance Program. And the Medical Baseline program supplies additional energy at no extra cost to your normal energy use for homes that need or use medical equipment. To find out if you are eligible for any of the financial assistance programs, you can head to cleanpoweralliance.org.
Wow. Time flew by. Can you believe it's already been an hour? Opportunities for everybody to say their last messages to our viewers. We'll start with Fred.
Yes, thank you once again to Clean Power Alliance for not just for partnering with the chamber, obviously, for educating us about what we are doing to serve the community, but again, big picture on a macro scale, what you're doing to help our environment. Unfortunately, a lot of folks, they don't really think about energy unless they're paying more for it. So I'm really glad to hear that you're offering programs that do make people think about ways that they can do their part in terms of conserving the environment with the use of renewable energy sources, and a nice side benefit to it is saving some money in the process. So it's a win-win-win, right? Thank you so much again.
Doc Marisol, our board treasurer.
Thank you, Allison, again. And I want to wish everyone who are watching be safe and have a great 4th of July weekend. And if you need a dentist, I'm here to serve you. All right.
Thanks, Doc Alaning, Carson's best dentist, as far as I'm concerned, right? Kat,
yes. By the way, one more thing. Stay tuned. If you have any questions as far as dentistry, we will be broadcasting. I will be answering questions in the future programming. Any questions at all about dentistry, then you can ask me. We'll have a Tooth Friday or something like that.
Yes. Allison and Clean Power Alliance, thank you so much for taking the time, especially during this long weekend. I mean, I know everyone is home, but still to take the time, sitting here for an hour, just explaining all of the wonderful programs that you guys offer, in addition to keeping our community, our environment clean. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And everyone, happy 4th. Be safe. Wear your mask. So.
And finally, Miss Allison Mannos.
Yes. Thank you so much to the Filipino American Chamber South Bay LA for having us. And, it's been a very enjoyable experience partnering with you. I love the creativity of the PSA videos that you all made. And it just inspires us about innovative new ways to reach customers and to reach our different diverse communities with effective tools that our community leaders come up with. And so we're really appreciative of the partnership and the creativity that you all have brought to this. So thank you so much, and wishing everyone a safe and happy 4th of July weekend.
All right. So with that, we conclude this broadcast. Thank you all for watching. Have a great 4th of July weekend. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Be safe.
Today's video